What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome again to Ron's Opinion. Don't matter. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed, wonderful day. Hopefully, God is good to you. Hopefully, y'all having beautiful things going on in your life. And we're going to get into, in my opinion, of course, why stock market. Well, we know why it's crashing because Wall Street is panicking because of the Trump tariffs. Which, it is what it is. That's what's going on right now. We know that's what's going on. But what they're going to do is they're going to try to pump out fear. They're going to try to pump out, oh, this stock market is crashing, the stock market is crashing, Trump tariffs, bad guy. He put tariffs on everything. Trump put tariffs on everything. My food going to go up. Nobody was mad. Well, they was mad, but they forgot that fast of how quick and how fast they forget the last 4 years of what what the Biden administration was doing. This is how quick people forget. They just quit. They forgot that quick. They forgot. But that's what you're going to get out of what you see going on right now. That's what you're going to get out of these people. This is the first. I rarely ever do lives this way. I usually do them the other way, but trying to get used to using this system here and whatever that I got, and trying to figure out, So this live is going to look weird. It's going to be all over the place as far as me doing different things. But in order to get better at this, I got to go ahead and put in the work. One day. Put in the work and try to get this live and get to using this stuff on a day-to-day basis. So that's why you see me doing it this way. I want to get to the point where I'm doing it this way more often, but it is what it is. Probably not going to get a whole lot of activity, but we'll see how it goes. But again, getting into the Trump tariffs. They're pissed off at the tariffs. Wall Street, Washington, they're all, not everybody. Now, here's the thing for me, personally, is that I agree with the tariffs. And here's the thing. I own stock. I invest regularly on it every day. All the time I'm investing my money. Every day. Even today. I just seen what was going on and was like, you know what? I'm going in. And I was waiting for this day. I was literally waiting for today to see what was going to happen, what Trump was going to do. And I said, I'm going to hold on to a little bit of money I got, see where the stock market goes, and then I'm going to I'm going to make my moves. I don't trade stock like that, like some people buy and sell. I don't do a whole lot of that. I just wait for good opportunities to buy, and then I jump in and I buy. But as far as the tariffs go, for far too long, United States of America has been taken too far advantage of. When I say advantage, full advantage of. And it's ridiculous how much this country has been basically allowing us to be taken advantage of. And it's ridiculous. How much money these countries was charging the United States of America as far as taxing them. Basically, I'm going to call it tax. But how much they was taxing us and how much they was doing whatever it is money-wise. They were just taking advantage of us. And we allowed it. We sat back and we allowed it. Our politicians that we voted, and this has nothing to do with Democrats, even though I go at them hard. This is Democrat, Republican, all of them. They've allowed it to go on, and not once did they put a stop to it. They chose not to. It is what it is. They chose not to do it. It is what it is. I'm not, but I'm glad that right now we're putting a stop to it. And my thing is this, and it's not a total stop. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I think Trump was being nice about it. Because me personally, I probably would have went harder. He's not doing a hardcore go after him, but he's drawing it back a little bit to try to make it more fair for America than it has been for a long, long time. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I just feel like, for the last 4 years, prior to this administration, everything was priced off the roof. And I didn't hear not one Democrat politician put emphasis on it. They even put $1.5 billion out to keep that very same mess going by trying to put Kamala Harris in office. That's what they were doing. And I'm not going to sit back and just say, okay, with it. No. Don't get mad now. Don't get mad and all upset now because Trump is doing things in the best interest of basically more of the middle class than anybody. I'm going to think the middle class will benefit from this by far more because we're the ones that have been taxed and hit the hardest. And the Democratic Party did not care 2 cents. Working class has been hit hard. And I'm so glad that he won. I'm glad he's doing it. I don't care how anybody feels about this one. This is necessary. And this is what he meant by it's gonna be hard in the beginning. You're gonna feel it in the beginning. You're gonna feel it. But it's gonna take some time for it to come full circle. I agree with him. Do I agree with it? I wish it was another way to do it, but sometimes it is what it is. And when I hear people say, oh, it's going to run up the prices of stuff. Yeah, some stuff. But my thing is this. What if these countries, let's just say Trump never put tariffs on it. What if these very same countries that we buy this stuff from decide we're going to charge more money just because we want to? How does the United States of America benefit from that? We're going to raise the prices just because we want to. They don't buy a lot of stuff from America like we buy from everybody else. They don't. And my thing is this. Why are we trusting these countries to make the very products that we get? Knowing full well, like here's my point. Let's take pharmaceutical, right? I'm going to use pharmaceutical as an example. Let's just take pharmaceutical. Let's say we're getting all of our pharmaceutical pills and product and stuff, let's say from China, right? Who's monitoring whether the right stuff is going in there? And I'm not saying that Americans can't do it, but it's easier to watch over Americans doing that type of stuff than it is to watch over China, because that's not our country. America is. So it's easier for government to police what's going into the product in America as it is for them to police what's going in the product over in another country. Because I can guarantee you that there's a lot been compromised, especially if you want to make America one of the unhealthiest countries in the world, so that at some point we all getting sick from stuff, and now they selling you all of the solutions and all the medicines. It ain't that complicated. It ain't that complicated, and we trust in our government to do the right thing. We're trusting our government to do the right thing. Meanwhile, our government is giving all the businesses and all the opportunity. They sending it all overseas and not even looking at, maybe this might down the road have a detrimental, not just financial, health-wise. But they want to make a big deal out of, the tariffs, it's not a terrible thing. Meanwhile, we've been taxed with tariffs right here in our country. Look at the gas, what it was. And it still technically is. It's a little lower, but not that much. Look at the food prices where they were. They came down some, but still, in my opinion, a bit too high. Still high. Everybody and their mother was complaining about prices of eggs, prices of groceries, prices of this. For the last 4 years, they complained about it. Now, a lot of the tariffs ain't going to affect everybody. Food does. The cost of food affects just about everybody because we all got to buy food. The tariffs that he's talking about don't always affect everybody. Everybody ain't out here buying cars. So if it affects the car prices, it's going to affect the people that want to buy a car. If it affects the prices. Because that's a big if. But that has nothing to do with whether it's going to affect your everyday life. And my thing is just, we need to bring back farming, more farming in America. We need to bring back more automaking in America. We need to shift a lot of this industries that used to be American industries back into America to be done. And I wish that we could get to the point where American citizens are the ones that own most of this stuff. Because even though they're coming back, a lot of these people that own them are foreign entities, or the vast owners of these stuff. And that, to me, is concerning too, but you got to do what you got to do based on the circumstances of what you're dealing with. So I'm 100% okay with the tariffs. And I wish he would have went a little harder, but I'm not there in Washington. I don't see all of the details that he see. He has his reason why he did what he did to the level that he did. I probably would have went a little bit harder. Billy, how you doing, guy? God bless you. God bless you. What's going on? Hopefully you're having a blessed day. Hopefully you're having a blessed day. Yeah, I'm doing it live a little bit different today. I'm trying to get used to using this computer as opposed to my phone all the time. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I hope you're having a good day. Hoping everything is well. But, yeah, I'm just relaying about the tariffs. And I know most people are pissed off about them. They mad about it. They feel some kind of way about it. But honestly speaking, the only people that feel that way is the people that don't understand how it works. And what does this actually mean for America? My thing is this, is that more so for the future of America. So for those people that say, oh, it's going to cost us, your kids, your grandkids, your kids, you know, this is what's going to give them some type of future. Bringing manufacturing and all of these type of jobs back to America helps the future generation to have an opportunity to get jobs. All right, Billy, man. Yo, God bless you. Be safe up there, man. Be safe. But yeah, this is what's going to help America. Yep, I do, Donald. Yeah, you know, here's the thing, Billy, and I know you got to go, but you know, hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, I invest my money all the time, and I was waiting for the day, and I just start buying up everything I could. And if I could find a penny to buy something what I was gonna buy, I didn't care. Yeah, this morning I just like, you know what? I waited for this day, and I was like, bet, great, I'm good, I'm good. This is exactly what I was waiting for. And my thing is this: Wall Street don't like it. That's why they all selling off right now. And Wall Street, when I say Wall Street, that's politicians who got massive amounts of money. Wall Street who wants to control how things are done and how things are. So they're going to spook the market. This is exactly what they do every single time. This is why I say you cannot use the stock market as an indicator of how the economy is doing to some extent. Yeah, goods, and you're right, Billy, you're right. That's how I feel about. That's what I was saying a little earlier. Like, why would you trust these countries to make everything that we make? We don't know what they're doing to it. And I'm not saying it can't happen in America, but at least we can police it better here than we can police it over there. We should be making more of our food. We should be making more of our products. We should be making, it should be made in America. That should be the biggest deal of all. And why are we allowing these countries to take full advantage of us just so we can get some cheap Timu? Don't make sense to me, but what it is, what it is. And that's why today, I was waiting for the day. And then some people that I know, Clyde sent out texts, yo, stock market, crash. This is exactly what we look for. This is exactly what I look for, these type of moments. And here's the thing. One of the greatest investors that we know does the same thing. He wait for these type of moments. And that's when he buys up. He'll hold on to cash and buy then. Yes, you're right. And here's the thing. I'm talking from somebody who invests my money. And when Wall Street sells off, it affects my holdings. I know that. I already know that the money that I have invested in the stock market, and when Wall Street starts to sell off, it's going to affect the value of my holdings. So, me knowing that, I would have just said, you know what? Most people are going to go in panic mode and they're going to start selling off, and I ain't selling nothing. Because I'm confident of what's about to happen. That's why I waited, hold on to some cash, and I seen what was happening. And as soon as I got to this point, I start spending. Now I didn't close the book. I did it this morning. I don't care what happens after that. I'll wait 6, 7, 8, 9 months. I'll wait a year. because I did this more than once. When COVID happened, because I knew the game they was playing. I seen what they were doing. I keep telling people, it's not rocket science what they're doing. When COVID happened, market crashed. It crashed. I went in and I started buying up as much as I can. Right, and I started buying up as much as I can. 9 months later, some of the stuff that I bought back then, I am up 200, 300, 400% more than what I paid for. And I'm still collecting dividends off these companies. So I know the game that they playing. And and that's why I said, some of what I'm saying, I'm telling the average American, if they paid attention to what they're saying, Trump is throwing people bones and they're not even paying attention. He's throwing them a bone. But they so angry at him, and they so mad at him, and they so busy listening to the Democrats. The stock market, bro, go back and look. It crashed. Yes, it crashed. You talking, Donna? I know you just say whatever you want to say out your mouth, but it crashed. But me when I tell you, it crashed. I'm on it every single day. It crashed, and there is a certain level of crash, and when it drops to a certain point, they consider it to be a crash. Either way, I went in and almost 70% of the stuff that I bought, then I'm up 200, 300, 400%. I didn't sell nothing. I didn't sell not one stock that I bought then. I held on to it. And I'm up 200 to 300 for some of them way up. Just because I held. And the same thing with today. Some of them I bought more stock or stuff that I had positions in. Okay, I'm in the red. Cool. Start buying more. And that's what I did. I just started buying more. I care less. Because I'm going to ride it out for the long term. And I already know what's going to be the outcome of this. And matter of fact, it's going to be even better. Because when Trump was in office the first time, the stock market was up high. I knew. I said they're going to come in, they're going to kill it. And they used COVID to do it. That's when I said they're coming. Anytime the stock market is up high, they're going to go start something, either a war or some craziness these politicians are going to do to try to provoke it. Because what they want, they don't want to buy it. Wall Street is out the game when it's too high. They don't want to buy none of that. They don't want to buy none of that. No, it wasn't. The last stock market crash was not that long ago. It was only a few years ago. I don't know where you talking about with Bush. You making stuff up. Yeah, that was a crash then, but I'm not talking about then. I'm talking about not too long ago. All you got to do is go to the stock market and look back at when COVID happened, and you'll see where the stock market tanked. And then 9 months later, it rebounded. You know why? And guess what? All the ones that bought back then, when it rebound, they done tripled their wealth. Doubled and tripled their wealth. Warren Buffett, if you look at... Yeah, I know. Listen, I know. Believe me when I tell you. My account dropped by almost 50%. Because I didn't sell nothing. I was just like, all right, it is what it is. That my stock, my account, listen, I'm not looking, my thing is this, my account dropped almost 50%. I didn't sell nothing. Over 50% in some account, and I just said, oh, this is time to buy up, and I just start buying up everything I could. Took what I had and start. If you look at Warren Buffett's account, we look at Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett. When that crash happened, his stock was $180,000 it went to. It was at. Maybe even lower than that at some point. 9 months later, it's over $500,000 a share. 9 months later. This is a game that they play every day. But they'll have every citizen all in their feelings. Believe me when I tell you, Wall Street will be back. And they're going to start buying back up again. And the next thing you know, all the other ones that are sitting back complaining going to miss the boat once again. Yes, 9/11 too. That's why they did it. Believe me when I tell you, if you look through the patterns, you'll see it. Every time it goes up too high, they provoke something, bang, crash. It's a money game. You just got to be prepared for when it happens. That's all. It's going to come again. This is not even that moment. Trump is throwing you a bone right now. You can either get mad and get in your feelings and do all that stuff, or you can take advantage of what's happening right now. That's it. Now, I don't have a lot of money, but I'm going to use what I got. I don't care. I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going. 9 months from now, the ones that sit back and was worrying about all of the rhetoric going to miss out on this opportunity. They're going to miss it. And they're going to have to wait for the next round. They're going to have to wait for the next round. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to wait for the next round of the bullcrap. Because it's coming. It's going to come again. When all this stuff is going to happen, we're going to see this. Everybody going to be having a good time. Gas prices going to be great. Everybody, they're going to take their mind off of this again. And then something else is going to happen. Because when people get comfortable and they get happy and they go spend crazy, it's going to happen again. You just don't know when. And they're going to pull the same card. They're going to use something else, pull the same card, crash the market, and then they're going to go right back to doing the same stuff again. All I have to do is prepare for that moment. The strategy never changed. Because when it's up too high, Wall Street is out the game. They like, oh, we can't touch this, it's too high. We can't, that trading, it slows down and they're not obtaining the amount of wealth that they have. So what they got to do? They got to go lobby. They got to go lobby with the politicians and stuff like that. We got to create a mess. We got to create some type of havoc, something. You got to crash it because it's too high. Yeah, I am being very vague. Because at the end of the day, I'm not financially advising nobody, so I'm going to have to be vague. Because some people will be like, oh, you told me this. No, I'm not telling you anything. If you don't go find out for yourself, that's on you. I'm not giving nobody no deep answer because I'm not advising you what to do financially. So I'm going to have to be vague. I'm not going to tell you, oh, I'm buying this, and then you turn around and say, oh, you told me. I didn't tell nobody nothing. Stock market is right there. These companies are right here. Right now, you doing it. Most people probably be like, oh, I can buy it. No, you can buy what you want. You can buy what you want. I'm not vague when I'm talking to people that I know personally. I'm very detailed. I tell them what I'm buying, how much I'm buying, where I bought it at, and I tell them that, and they got a choice too. But they got a choice to do it too. But on these lives, sometimes I'm detailed, sometimes I'm vague. I'm being vague for a reason. I'm being very vague for a reason. But my thing is, at this point, you could be vague. Because you can almost throw the dice in anything and make some money down the road. So you don't need detail. Well, everything is down. Everything. The whole market. The whole stock market is tanking. And I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Like I can tell you right now, man, my accounts probably dropped by thousands. My accounts have dropped by thousands of dollars. This whole conversation isn't even about Trump. I was talking about the tariffs. If you really listen, Donald, I'm talking about tariffs. Talking about the market crashing. And I'm trying to tell you, you're throwing everybody a bone. You either grab it or you don't. You either grab it or you don't. Like I'm sitting here looking at one of my stock accounts anyway. I'm sitting here looking at one of my stock accounts. I've had this one stock for a long, long time. I paid $10 for this stock. A share. And this was back probably 4 years ago. And I've held it for the last 4 years. It is worth it's $25.67 right now. And I bought it almost 4 years ago, 5 years ago, around COVID time. I feel you, Billy. I'm the same way, man. Listen, here's the thing. They don't realize this, that It's always gonna be another. They gonna always feel some kind of way. They gonna be in their emotion. They gonna be in their feelings about this and about that, and it's cool. You have a right to. Hate all you want to hate, but what I'm trying to tell you is, for me, he threw me a bone. And I was like, oh snap, okay. I already knew certain stocks was going, like UPS. I knew UPS was going to take a hit, and I'm gonna just point out UPS. I knew UPS was going to take a hit. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to buy up UPS too. I knew it was going to take a hit. Why? Because tariffs are going to affect shipping and it's going to affect the cost of UPS and all, and I'm going to take a hit. And I started buying. I knew that some retail stores are going to take a hit. Go look at Target right now. I was like, you know what? I don't even like Target, but I bought it. And I'm not trying to tell people what to do. I'm just telling you. Donald said I'm being vague. But I went and bought it. Because I don't do things, I don't buy stock based on my feelings and emotions. I look at what's really going on, and not saying I'm going to get it right 100% of the time, because I don't. I made some bad choices. Believe me, I tell you I made some bad choices. But for the vast majority of my investments, because I was patient, and I was patient and I didn't let my emotions get involved, I made out pretty good. And I was just using that one as an example. I've had that stock for almost 4 years. Maybe longer. I'm just saying for more than 4 years. And I paid $10 a share. And I can go through my account money. You're picking out one right now. And if you want to know what it is, you don't believe me, the stock code is USAC. The company is US Compressions. USAC. I bought it $10.33 when I bought it. And it's currently sitting at $25.67. It was higher than that at one point, but I don't sell it. Every 3 months I get dividends off of that company. That's why I don't sell it. Because I look at dividends like as if you own property and you collect rent. That has been my way. I don't try to buy and sell a whole lot of stocks. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's what a lot of people do. There is sometimes I do sell off and I close out my position and stuff. But for the most part, I do the vast majority of my investing is just I'll wait for opportunities to buy and I'll buy and I'll hold it. And that's what I do. And that's a little more detailed than I like to get. But Donald said he wanted some details. So I'm going to give him a little more detail. And that just one company. And like I said, UPS and the crapper right now. Target and the crapper right now. A lot of them are. You can almost, if you can stomach this right now, like for me, I can stomach it. So my reason why I'm buying it, because I'm waiting, I'm not buying it for tomorrow. I'm buying it for a year from now. To see what happened a year from now. That's what I'm buying it for. I'm not buying it for next week. I'm not buying it to sell it tomorrow. None of that. There's some people that go in and they're going to short the stock. They're going to come in. Oh, okay, bam. And they're going to buy up what they're going to buy up. You're going to see a little peak go up. And then they're going to sell off and you're going to see everything crash back down. I'm looking at a volatile price. When I see that thing taper down, like, okay, this looks like a good price, fair market value. I'm going to go with that. And don't mean I'm going to get 100% right, because I bought stuff and it started still going further than what I paid for it. Down than what I paid for it. I'm good with it. I'll ride it out. It's not a perfect system. Not by any means. You're taking a risk. Just like anything else, you're taking a risk. But if you don't take no risk in life, you're not going to get no benefits in life. You go start a business, you're going to take a risk. You go start a company, you're going to take a risk. You jump in your car, you're taking a risk. Everything in life comes with risk. And it's how much you're going to be able to stomach. In the stock market, you've got to be able to stomach. And that's why I already knew, because I know how they operate, the market was going to crash. It started crashing before it happened. Once he started talking about the tariffs and how he was going to introduce them and what they were going to pay percentage-wise based on what they're charging and what America's going to charge, I said, oh, they ain't going to like this one. They definitely going to sell off. And that's exactly what happened. They sold off. And guess what? I'm good with it. Now I get a chance to make me some money. No, I don't care about that. What's up, Joyce? How you doing? God bless you. God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Nah, I'm good. You know what, Donald? Honestly speaking, for me, I'm not excited when the stock market is up. A lot of people are, but it doesn't. It's nice to look at the amount of money because you see a lot of your money going up. But I don't get excited because I can't buy anything. At that point, I'm like, All right, I had to put my money somewhere and collect a little bit of interest that I'm gonna collect off of it until the politicians do some crazy stuff or something happen crazy where the market crash. That's what I do. I don't try to be. I don't have no genius in my mind. A genius strategy. I'm patient. That's it. I just patient. I just say, okay, I'm gonna wait it out and see what happens. I spent more money probably today than I wanted to spend. I might have miscalculated some stuff. I don't know. But I'm going to buy up what I could buy up, and I'm probably going to do some more of it, depending on what happens tomorrow. And that's what it did. Joyce, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what I see it. I see it as opportunity. When the stock market is up, it is not beneficial to me. I'm not even excited about it. At that point, I'm like, man, I'll be looking for something else to do outside of it because I can't do nothing. Everything up too high. I ain't buying that. I ain't buying it for that price. No, I'll walk away from something too high in a minute. If I go look at a vehicle and I think it's too high, I don't care how much I like that vehicle, I will walk away from it. Nope, it ain't worth it to me. It's worth it to somebody else. Let them have it. I treat the stock market the same way. If I look at a stock, I think it's too high. It don't mean I'm late. It's just my opinion on it. It's too high. So I waited until I see the number that I'm looking for. And today, just about everything is at the number that I'm looking for. And believe me when I tell you, a week or two from now, when all the smoking clears and everything settled back down, watch what you see. You're going to see the stock market start to take it back up. And at that point, somebody like me, I'm not really happy about it. And I get what Donald said. Most people will be praising about it. It doesn't benefit me to some extent because I'm trying to maximize my dividend. So if I'm trying to maximize the dividend that I collect every month or every day based on the companies that I get, it is not that beneficial to me to buy stocks when they're up hot. So that's why it don't excite me because I can't max out what I'm trying to do. It's not. It isn't. If it was a direct reflection of the economy, right, if the stock market was a reflection of the economy wholeheartedly, it would not have crashed. Because everybody didn't stop buying stuff. Everybody didn't stop buying stuff. Everybody didn't stop going to the stores. Everybody didn't just, the stock market crashed and stop moving and driving in cars, stuff like that, and doing all. Nothing stops. What you see right now is all Wall Street, not business. Wall Street pulling out. That's all you see at the stock market right now. Wall Street pulling out because they don't like what they heard. Just like any other time, just like when the feds get up there and start talking, and they don't like something that the feds say, sell off. Well, maybe you and your end, not mine. I've been outside. I was out this morning all day. All I seen was people moving. Same people moving out, doing buying centers, everything else. So my thing is that they can stop. Pull it up. That's even at that. If that's what happened, it's not going to happen in one day, in a few hours. Even you have no clue how this works. Let me even be saying that. You have no clue how this works for you to even say that. That is sell-off. That is big money selling off. You funny, Donald. You real funny. And they had, and if the consumers wasn't mad at the last 4 years of Joe Biden, they wasn't mad at anything. Yep. Yep. And that's what, here's the thing. And this is what I say. If you're average American, for me, I'm taking advantage of it as much as I can. Because I already know that when this thing comes for a certain, my thing is this. Here's the thing. I don't care if it gets great. If everything works out the way he's saying it and the way that they're planning it out, he'll never get credit for it from that side anyway. So you don't try to please them. You don't even care what they say. You just let them go on, say what they want to say, and that's okay. But none of them can tell me one good thing that came out of the Biden administration. None of them can tell me one good thing that Kamala Harris has ever done in her life. None of them can tell me what right now is what good they're coming out of the Democratic Party. Nothing. All of the Democratic Party, neighborhoods, communities, and everything is falling apart. Crime infested. But no, they never complain about that. They okay with all that. Why? Because they love the criminal. Democrats love the criminal. So they can complain all they want to. I'm good with it. As long as they here and they support my channel, I have much love for them. And they have every right to come here and say what they feel. That's cool. But understand that it ain't going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. Understand. It's motivation to keep me doing what I'm doing. You're right, I do. See, I can admit when I had Biden deranged syndrome. Can you admit it, Donald? Because I'm still suffering from it. Every time I hit that gas pump, every time I go in that store, we still suffering from Biden deranged syndrome. So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I got it. You can, if you want to change the Biden part, you can take. I got Democrat deranged syndrome. You can put anything you want to put in there on me. I'm 100% cool with it. You're right. I am. I don't want them in charge of anything no more. Because I'm still suffering from their leadership. So you're absolutely right. And if Trump become anything like they are, I will have Trump deranged syndrome too. If the Republican Party become anything like they are, I will have Republican Party deranged syndrome too. Because I will come right after them until they show themselves to be like that, I'm good. I've given the Democratic Party from 18 up until 50 plus my support. And it has been to no good other than one president. And I'm gonna go and that president is the reason why my dumb behind voted for Hillary. At the moment. I liked the Bill Clinton. Economy was doing good with Bill Clinton. So that's why I was okay with Bill Clinton. I was even willing to look past with the stuff that he did sexually because I was okay because my pockets was good. So if you look at what Bill Clinton was doing economy-wise and you look at what Trump is doing economy-wise, there are very similarities in there. A whole lot of similarities. But it's okay for Bill Clinton to say, let's cut government. It's okay for Obama to say, let's cut government. But if Trump says it, it's a problem. Because they said it. All of them. Trump wasn't, Donald, you might want to be careful with that because he was not charged with rape. You better go look. That's why they got sued for $15 million for saying he was charged with rape and he wasn't. That's why he won that lawsuit. Because he wasn't. And my thing is this. You're saying that about Trump, but you just heard me say I overlooked the fact that Bill Clinton was getting some work in the White House from Monica Lewinsky. And I overlooked that because my pockets were good. Right, exactly. But my thing is this. So when people say that, I supported it. I was good with Clinton. My money was good with Clinton. But if you look at the stuff that they were doing, there's a whole lot of similarities. Trump is just doing it on a larger scale, an extremely large scale. So Donald, you telling me you're okay with the government been spending your tax dollars? Unless you don't pay taxes. Maybe you don't pay taxes. I don't know. But you okay with that? You okay with the government doing their taxes? You okay with giving it to, all these other countries, Ukraine and all that other stuff? Tell me, you okay with it? I'm not. I want to take care of my country. I'm okay with helping people. And right now, America needs to be taken care of. And that's why I like what Trump is doing. I like the tariff for them to stop taking advantage of everyone. I like the fact that he's getting rid of these illegals and all that money that they was funneling to them and giving to these illegals. But I'm telling you, a lot of that money wasn't even going to them. A lot of them was going back, right, full circle back into the Democratic politicians' pockets. Because none of them ran anything to get the wealth that they have. But it is what it is. I do. Joyce, you're right. I do. I want to limit. I don't like what they did. I don't like how they're doing it. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about it at this point. We voted for the person we voted for. He's doing the job that we asked him to do. I'm 100% happy with what I see. I'm good with it. I knew the tariffs were coming. I didn't know what level it was going to be on. I wish he would have went a little harder, but I'm okay with what he did. I know he's trying to minimize the damage. I get it. I get why he did it the way he's doing it. He's trying to minimize the damage. But I'm good with it. I'm happy 100% what he did. And I'm, God bless what he's doing. I wish he would have went a little harder, but that is what it is. I don't hate what he's doing. I love what he's doing. I just wish he would have went a little harder. That's it. With the tanks. But, I'm not there. I'm not there with Trump doing what he's doing. I don't see all of the details that they're talking about, and I look at it when I'm looking at it. But I would have probably charged these countries more. If it was me, I would have did more. But I get why he did it the way he did it. He's trying to minimize the damage. He's trying to play somewhat of a middle ground, say, okay, we don't want to go too hard. We don't want to hurt too much. We don't want to cause too much damage. I don't know. My thing is this. For me personally, I would have went harder. But I understand why. I understand it. Because here's the thing. There's probably more details about what's going on that Trump probably don't even know. And my thing is, maybe he don't want to go too hard and charge too much to just see where this plays out at first. And maybe revisit it down the road. I don't know. I'm good with it. I'd rather him do something than nothing. And I'm glad he did something. And my thing is this, and he's showing himself to be extremely patient too. Because I would have went on. Listen, I like what he's doing, but I still would have went hard. This is me personally. It don't mean I'm right. He might be more right than I am. I'm just saying I would have went hard. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, no, charge them what they charge, and I don't care what happens. But I know that some of that stuff people might, see, you gotta understand, some of the stuff we get from other countries, people need. Right now they need. So you can't go too hard. And this is just me, some things that just hit my mind. We get a lot of pharmaceutical stuff from other countries and stuff, and people gotta pay for it. So until you find a way to get it over here and have it manufactured over here much, much more, you probably had to do it the way you're doing. I don't know. I can't go into all of the details because I don't know all the details. But I know, and from my eyes looking at it to him, it probably make more sense the way he's doing it. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm saying, you know what? Nah, man. I don't care. I don't want. I don't listen. It do matter what he does. It's not. I don't support Trump. I support my country. Trump is the person that I voted for. If you would have put the mentality of Trump in any other person, and they thought that way, I would have voted for him. But what I wasn't going to vote for is 4 more years of the mess that we had. That's it. And I don't like Joe Biden. I know Joe Biden is 100% racist. And I've seen it over the years, long before he even ran with Obama. That's why I got beef. That's the reason why I did not vote for Obama, because he picked him as a running mate. I would never vote for Joe Biden because I know Joe Biden's a racist. His history has proven him being a racist. Over and over and over. If it was one incident, I say, okay, maybe whatever. His career has shown him to be nothing but racist. So I'm good. I would never vote for Joe Biden. And then that's the reason why Obama didn't get my vote, because of Joe Biden. I mean, I'm glad I didn't at this point, but that's the reason why he didn't. What's up? What's up, Garcia? Jose, what's up? Brother G, how you doing? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And for those people, sorry about yesterday. Usually I do my lives on Wednesday at 6:30, but life got in the way yesterday, and there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't get home. I didn't get back until late. I had a lot of stuff going on. I just could not. I was trying, and it was just like, it was not working. It was not working. And how's it going, brother? God bless you. I'm not going to be too far y'all long because I got to get ready to get back out of here. I got to go tend to my other, my real life. Top to bottom, how you doing? God bless both of y'all. God bless both of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Yes, top to bottom. I'm waiting on my product. I got your email. Waiting on my product just so y'all know I ordered some stuff from top to bottom. I mean, I appreciate it. And I got, some stuff I'm waiting when they get here, once they get here. you know, I get to test out some more of her products. I love the candle I got they sent me. Yeah, yeah, Joyce, you absolutely right. It did, and listen, I'm a witness to that. A lot of people's did. Middle class took a hard hit. Middle class took a hard hit with Obamacare, and that's real talk. The middle class got hit hard, hard. But yes, top to bottom, you know, if for anybody that's on my live, I'm getting ready to get out of here. But you know, y'all might want to check out her web store, top to bottom hair and skincare. Please check her store out if you haven't already. You know, product. I like if you're in the candles, definitely in the candles. Because I already had one. I won one of their contests. They sent me a candle, and I appreciate their candle. We've been burning the heck out of that candle since we got it. It smells wonderful. Like it is top notch. One of the. I'm not big on candles, but the way that the candle they sent me, I love it. We've been burning it for a minute, and we probably burnt through half that candle already. And we haven't even had it that long. Sure you do, Donald. Sure you do. Yeah, but you know, God bless y'all. Please make Jesus Christ your Lord and your Savior. If you haven't already, that is more important than anything that we talk about, anything that we do. That matters 100% the most. And you know, I'll definitely be back Friday. Freestyle Friday. I never have a time on Fridays. It's just whenever I get a chance to jump in, I jump in. And you know, we'll talk about it, and I'll probably get a little bit more into the tariffs and stuff like that, and you know, effects of it. But like I said, I just, you know, before I get up out of here, listen, what I'm trying to tell you is that Trump is throwing bones out there. If you're mad at him, be mad at him. You mad at him, be mad at him. I'm not calling you a liar, Donald. I'm just laughing at what you said. And $47, yeah, I don't know nobody paying $47 unless you either broke or you got, unless you don't have a whole lot of money. I don't know nobody paying $47 for Obamacare. You gotta be out of it. So yeah, I'm laughing at it. Yeah, I don't care if you're lying, telling the truth. You might be telling the truth. That's cool, whatever. But all the people I know paying $1,000 or more for healthcare if they got jobs and they make a certain amount of money. So I don't know. Maybe you know if you know something about Obamacare that we don't know, Donald. Then the next time you jump on my live, you need to tell us where to find out so we can all get $47 Obamacare healthcare. Oh, good, great. Let me, you know, definitely tag me in it so I can subscribe. Definitely subscribe. I appreciate it very, very much. I really do. But yes, 100. I'm okay with it. Definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely, Garcia, you know it, 100. 100. But once I get my product from top to bottom and I get my product and I actually get to use it because I do have an issue that I'm hoping that it'll help with, and I'll let y'all know when I'm doing my lives how that works out or whatever case may be, definitely. But that I'm gonna tell y'all for those of you into candles or not, if you think about buying candles, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that candle they sent me is top notch. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, anytime, brother. Anytime. We family now. Y'all just we family now. But yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong. That candle got stolen from me. It's in the house, but it got stolen from me. Somebody else, they burning that candle like. Okay, cool. That's all right. Anytime I'm on my live, come in. Once you set up, tag me in it. Once I'm on my live, anytime you come in, you welcome. Let people know, and I'll definitely shout you out, man. Appreciate y'all. Can't wait to get my product. I'm gonna see how this works out. I need something else. What I'm using right now is not working for me. Real talk. But I got. I don't have a dry hair problem. But twice a year I go through this, and I notice that the stuff that means not working. So I'm gonna see where this works out, and once I do that, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I appreciate it. But with that said, I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta go. I gotta get back before I get in trouble. But I know, love y'all. Appreciate y'all all, Donald and everybody else. I see it, Joyce, top to bottom, all of you guys. I appreciate y'all very, very much. Hopefully, I get to see y'all Friday on Freestyle Fridays. I might be here a little earlier than later. I don't know how this gonna play out, but we'll see how it goes then. Yes, we can. I appreciate. I had no problem with that. I'm still learning how to use all this stuff as I go, so we'll see how that go. But yeah, I'm definitely good with that. I'm 100% okay with that, bro. For real. I appreciate it. And y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm going to get up out of here. We can talk forever. Love y'all. Really do. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Donald, you have a good one, man. Make sure you come back, Donald. I know you love me. You can't help it. I know you love me. I love you too, Donald. I know you can't help but to spend time with me. You know, I know you like, you can hate Trump all you want to. You might hate Trump, but you love me, Donald. I know you do. It's all good. See y'all later. Y'all have a blessed